Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Capricorn August 19, 2024. With Venus in your sign these days, you take more time to enjoy yourself, which boosts your confidence. However, with a minor challenging aspect between Venus and Pluto today, it can temporarily be difficult to see beyond immediate desires and sensations, which can lead to chasing short-term goals that are unlikely to satisfy. However, this transit can bring on an itch that helps you identify a true, perhaps buried desire. With a Mercury-Uranus square also in play as the day advances, something communicated can stir up tension or defensiveness. Consider whether it's better to correct errors or ignore them and move on. Keep in mind that misunderstandings are more likely if you rush communications or plans. Unexpected results or communications that interrupt the flow can be in frustrating focus. Ideally, something random could stir an instrumental insight or perspective. You'd be wise to take some time to regroup and recoup your mental energy. Buckle up because your planetary ruler, our cosmic messenger, Mercury, is bringing the tension today and tomorrow. In a retrograde spiral, he is stirring the pot. As he darts along He's sky in your solar house of privacy, secrets, and hidden enemies, danger is afoot. In fact, something you've been hiding or something your lover has hidden from you could suddenly pop up out of nowhere. This is because Mercury will get ensnared in a square with electric Uranus, who always brings shocking news and anxiety. Do your best to trust your intuition and focus on solitude. Your work life is overdue for a change. Currently, you may have noticed that the tides have turned at your job. There might be a change in your habits, routine, or work matters. With so much going on, you should take a moment to process everything when the Moon in Aquarius conjuncts Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. Use today as an opportunity to work through your thoughts and feelings. Let it all out. You can cry, journal, or vent if needed. Take your time processing so that you can feel better about the changes at work. Today you can feel in tune with your most important emotions. You might attempt to focus your energy on creating affection instead of simply unleashing it. You need plenty of affection in your life in order to feel your best. When words fail, try to give yourself the opportunity to express why. Our needs through affecting others in a positive light. You have a special connection to the economy. Giving your time or money to a needy cause helps you feel pleasantly connected with the world. You will be seeking new encounters that are fiery and passionate like everyone else with your number today. Here is a time you should canalize your desire for union and being with other people. You will have to work on mastering your naturally seductive ways, dear, because you could get lost in superficial relationships that have no future. Look around carefully and only contact the people around who could truly be special. You might not have to look far. With the Moon returning to your work sector tomorrow and starting the lead up to a full moon, just as an alignment between Mars and Jupiter in your career sector is still separating, today's playful lunar vibes invite you to hold back. Although the full moon itself won't peak until early next week, it has the potential to unleash significant opportunities across income, work, and career fronts. Even professional influences suggest that you take a step back today, with the Moon's only visit to a playful and creative part of your chart. Venus is in Virgo. This day should be dedicated to following your heart. The Moon's only visit to your romantic sector, while Venus, the planet of love, is in Virgo, just happens to coincide with the few days in between Mercury's departure 2 days ago and the Sun's return next week when she is on her own. This is connecting your heart to today's romantically charged lunar vibes in a way that doesn't need overthinking or projecting and instead is a chance to stay in the moment. Our eyes in the sky. As the Moon enters Aquarius and aligns with Pluto retrograde, you might notice a surge of intense emotions bubbling up to the surface. It's one of those days when your feelings might seem to carry an extra weight, and it can be challenging to shake off what's on your heart and mind. If you're finding it hard to detach, don't worry, that's perfectly natural. We all have those moments when our emotions feel larger than life. But remember, how you manage those emotions makes all the difference. Think about a time when you were overwhelmed by a situation or decision, and instead of reacting impulsively, you took a step back. Maybe it was during a disagreement with a friend, or perhaps when faced with a tough call at work. You knew that diving headfirst into conflict wouldn't solve anything, so you gave yourself space to breathe. That's the kind of energy today is bringing, a gentle reminder that sometimes the best course of action is to take a step back, reflect, and give yourself the room you need to regain your composure. And that's okay. Giving yourself space doesn't mean you're avoiding the issue, it means you're wisely choosing the right time to address it. By postponing important conversations or decisions until you feel more balanced, you're setting the stage for better outcomes. After all, we make our best decisions when we're calm and centered. In the midst of this emotional intensity, it's important to approach your responsibilities with a sense of calm and intention. Have you ever noticed how, when you're in a steady, focused mindset, everything seems to fall into place a little more easily? That's the energy to tap into today. Take your tasks one at a time, and remember to be gentle with yourself as you navigate through the day. You don't have to have it all figured out in one go. And don't forget, amidst all the hustle and emotional processing, make sure you're carving out some time for joy. What activities light you up? Whether it's catching up with a friend, diving into a favorite hobby, or even just taking a walk outside, those small moments of happiness can make a big difference in keeping you balanced. When the world feels chaotic, these simple pleasures remind us that joy is always within reach. Now, for those of you who are single, today might bring an unexpected but welcome surprise. There's a certain charm in the air, you might find yourself catching someone's eye, or perhaps someone catches yours. It's one of those days when new connections feel exciting and full of potential. If you're open to it, don't be afraid to explore where these moments could lead. But remember to stay grounded. It's easy to get swept up in the excitement, but taking things step by step will help you avoid rushing into anything too quickly. Speaking of decisions, today might not be the best day for making big purchases or financial investments. With the current cosmic influences, there's a higher risk of acting on impulse, which could lead to spending more than you intended, whether that's financially, emotionally, or even in terms of your energy. When we're caught up in the moment, it's easy to overlook the bigger picture, so take a step back and give yourself time to reassess. There's no rush, and giving yourself a little breathing room can make all the difference. As you move through the day, stay mindful of your energy and emotions. It's okay to take things slow, to reflect, and to prioritize your well-being above all else. If you've been feeling a bit off balance, what are some ways you can reconnect with your inner calm? Maybe it's talking through your thoughts with a close friend, practicing mindfulness, or simply giving yourself permission to pause and breathe. Whatever it is, know that taking care of yourself is always the right move.